obviously some really cool opportunities for this Seahawks defense, which has taken a huge step forward to really get back into the swing of things. And now we are joined by the newest Seahawk, Leonard Williams. And Leo, do you prefer Leo?
Leonard Leo's cool.
Leonard Leo?
Yeah.
I'll call you Leonard Leo.
Either one.
No. Just for brevity, I'll go Leo if that's okay.
Yeah, most people call me Leo.
We have heard so many great things about you. It's our first chance to be able to talk to you, and so I'm not going to talk about the Ravens game. We're kind of just getting to know you and looking ahead to the Commanders. But yeah, I think it's for the best. How's the first week been though? Pretty hectic.
Yeah, the first week was pretty hectic. I mean, I've been through a trade before, so I thought I knew what to expect. But a trade from the Jets to the Giants was kind of nothing when I didn't have to move. This past week. Past 2 weeks really have been kind of tough just because I'm still adjusting to the time change. I've been waking up at like 5 a.m. every day. So I'm up for like 3 hours before I even have to come to work.
Just watching TV, walking around the house.
And then I'm still living out of a suitcase and stuff in my in the hotel. But I think I finally found a spot in Bellevue. Should be moved out tomorrow. And I'm trying to get adjusted to this time change, but the fact that it gets dark at 4 o'clock out here is not helping.
It's just this time of the year is crazy. Okay. Like you'll see it get better. Like once training camp hits, it'll be beautiful.
Okay.
Man, you're an interesting dude. Born in Bakersfield, right? Grew up in Miami, then you went to SC, and you're back on the East Coast. And then everyone we talked to when you were acquired, they're saying, hey, he's going to fit in the Northwest. He likes to walk without his shoes on and go spear fishing or whatnot. Like what? Because you know what they do? They put you in a box, right? And they say, okay, he's from here. This is what he should be, but you're not that. I mean, why do you think you're not inside that box and you just do you?
I mean, I think a part of it was, like you just said, I grew up in a lot of different places. I was born in Bakersfield, grew up in Long Beach a little bit at a young age in elementary. And then my family moved to Daytona Beach, Florida when I was in like 8th grade. And then I went back out there to USC and then been in New York for like 10 years now. I also didn't start playing football until I was in high school, so I feel like, I was able to figure out things that I liked outside of football before I started playing. And just, being bounced around a lot, traveling a lot, playing football later in my career. I mean, I guess high school is late. Yeah, but I think because of that, it helped me develop a lot of things outside of football, and spearfishing is one of them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What kind of spear? I mean, what's it made of?
It's like when I tell people spearfishing, they think it's like a spear, like that type of spear, but it's actually like a harpoon type of like underwater. Like I go like free diving, so like I can go like 80 feet.
Damn.
I could hold my breath for like 4.5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and then my biggest fish right now I shot in San Diego last year. It was like 110 pounds.
No Goodness kidding. Gracious.
Yeah.
So you said you got settled into a place. Did Tyler Lockett help you out?
Yes, Tyler Lockett did help me out.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
That's awesome.
All jokes aside, he did help me. And I think it's awesome that he does a lot of stuff outside of football. So. When I found out that he was into that stuff, I took it as an opportunity to, like, if I'm going to go through someone to get a house anyways, why not help out a teammate in the process?
He's a great dude, too. Yeah. I mean, he has been the same steady character since his rookie year when he came in here. Big Cat. That's a pretty badass nickname.
I like that one.
You gotta like that. Yeah, we saw that on Pro Football Reference. What do you pride yourself? Your game. One of the things I noticed, like looking at Giant film, is your get off is supreme, man. It's like you're always the first guy off. But what are some of the things about your game that you pride yourself on?
I think just being tall and having length and using my length to keep blockers away from me. I think I'm good in the run game because of that. I can get extension and get guys off of me when it's time to shed. And then, that same length helps me in the pass rush as well. I think I have a good, bull rush and stuff like that. And then I can also like speed rush as well. So I think I have a good combination of like attributes that helps me play like along the whole defensive line, which has helped me in my whole career because I can play in any type of system, to be honest.
I know that, for some Seahawks fans, it feels funny to say after such a horrible loss, but this is a contending team. This is a team that sees itself as a playoff team. I really don't mean to disparage the Giants. They're just in a different spot, right? Yeah. What's it like coming to a team where they're like, hey, we need you to help us here. Like, we're making the playoffs.
I mean, it feels really good. It's something I've talked to my girl about since we've, made this transition. Playing on the Jets didn't win too much. Playing on the Giants didn't win too much. Last year was my first year going to the playoffs in an eight-year span. So, it's been tough, like, playing on a lot of losing teams. And, I was telling my girl, I was like, this is one of the, like, most complete teams I've, played on in a long time, on all sides of the ball, even special teams. Seems to be really good here. And, later in my career, that's something that I want before it's all said and done, is to play in the playoffs, play for the Super Bowl, possibly win one.
Man, what was it like moving to New York? Because I'm from Cali. I grew up in West L.A.
Nice.
Went to college up here. And we played the Giants. It was a long time ago. First time I ever went to New York. And I was overwhelmed. I'm like, Cali, there's a lot of people, but it's spread out.
Yeah.
New York, it was right on top of you. And I'm walking around looking at buildings like I did the trees out here when I first moved out here. I'm like, this is wild. And you being a bigger person, I can just blend right in. I'm good.
Right.
What was that like for you going to the East Coast?
I mean, it was definitely different. Like you said, I was overwhelmed too. Even though I went to a big city like L.A., was in downtown and all that stuff, like going to a city like New York is just completely different. I mean, the team is located in Jersey, and that's where like most of the guys live, is in Jersey. But a lot of times when we want to go to get food or go have fun at night and stuff like that, it's like the cities where you go. And it was like pretty overwhelming how much people it was there. But over time, I mean, I grew to love it. I've been there for 9 years now. And, I've been there since I was 20. So I've literally spent all of my 20s in New York. And I think it definitely shaped me.
Were you a driver or a subway, public transit? I hear people back east don't drive.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you live in the city, like most people like just do like public transportation. I think most of the time I like Ubered a lot just because I didn't want to deal with driving in the city, but I did end up driving a lot more than I probably wanted to.
Yeah. Did you know any of the guys on the team from prior teams that you were on, and who have you kind of bonded with? Just D-line guys or everybody?
Yeah, I mean, before I came here, I knew Uchenna Nwosu from college. I knew Julian and I knew Jamal from New York,
That's right.
2 separate New York teams.
Yeah.
And then, I knew Mario Edwards all the way from high school. We were coming out of high school together. But I mean, overall, I've been taken in pretty well from all the guys and the coaching staff. And it's been that first week was kind of tough just because it was like a tornado storm. Like, I'm trying to figure out where I'm living, trying to, learn the playbook, trying to learn how things are going around here and all that type of stuff. But this week I feel a lot more comfortable. I think I know the playbook and all that stuff.
Did you have an idea that the trade was gonna happen? Did you heard hints or anything?
Honestly, I didn't think that it was going to happen, but at the same time I knew there was a possibility just because I was at the end of my contract with the Giants. They had just paid like 3 young guys that year, and Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, and DJ. And I knew, the way the season was going, that it almost looked like it was, heading in that direction. Yeah.
All right. He is Leonard Williams, the newest Seahawk. And, Leo, we are excited for you to be here, and we thank you for joining us. We know you guys just wrapped practice. The good news is that, knock on wood, hopefully after a win this upcoming Sunday, now thanks to Tyler, you have a place to go home to. It's going to be nice.
First home game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, don't go anywhere. Zach Charbonnet coming up next.